Hi, I'm Dr. Snow with Snow Holistic Health, and today we're going to be talking about why most probiotics do not work. So many people are spending money on probiotics. It's one of the most sold supplements in the United States, but they are not working, just wasting their money, and they can be making things worse. And so today we're going to talk about how you can actually tell if your probiotic is working. If you're taking a probiotic, just comment below, tell us what you're taking. We do read the comments. We do like to get back and talk with y'all. Let's jump into the gut and just understand why you should even be taking a probiotic. So the first thing to understand is that our gut is the foundation of our health. Healthy gut means good health. And not all probiotics are actually created equal. And so when we use a probiotic and we use it correctly, I've seen it over and over and over again in the clinic, from little kids to adults with really tough conditions. You get the right probiotic into their system, and this is an absolute game changer for their health. But when you use the wrong probiotic, you're either wasting your money or you can actually make the condition worse. And we do not want that. When we're talking about probiotics, the microbiome is a major part of a healthy digestive tract. This is going to be a major control center for the body. And how this basically works is three main buckets here. First, we have the digestion part of the microbiome. And so these bugs actually help us digest our food. They're going to help us break the food down and reduce different symptoms like bloating and excessive gas. And then number two, with the microbiome, it is major player in our immune system. And so 80% of our immune system is housed right here in our gut. It's our first line of defense against the outside world. And so when this microbiota, the good bacteria count, goes down, this makes a shift in that environment, and bad things can grow, creating inflammation, but we will have a weak immune system. So we definitely want to support this microbiome, and a good quality probiotic is a very smart way to do that. And number three, with this microbiome as a control center, is it has a really strong influence on the brain and the metabolism. And many of us have heard of the gut-brain connection. I see many patients where we get their gut better, their mood gets better, their anxiety goes away, and even depression can go away if it's tied to an imbalanced gut. But this bacteria is also going to have a major effect on our metabolism. So we're talking about body fat, we're talking about insulin resistance, diabetes as well. And so it's going to impact our mood and our weight. And so healthy microbiome is going to be better mood, and it's going to help us to lose weight and keep that body fat down a lot easier. So why do most probiotics, why do they not work? And the number one reason is that they will actually die in the stomach acid. Most of these probiotics that we get at the store, we swallow these probiotics, we're hoping to build this microbiome up, and they don't even get past the stomach acid because the strains in that particular product are too weak. And the number two reason why they don't work is something that's called low strain diversity. So that is basically just not enough strains to create the diversity and make up that diversity that we need. So many different bacteria in the microbiome, and they have very specific roles. And we want a very good balance of all of these different bugs so they can make different nutrients, protect us, make this gut system work better for us, especially when we're talking about immunity. So we want to make sure that we have all the different strains that we need so we can get benefits when we take a probiotic. And a lot of these probiotics, they're just very poor quality. And the number one reason with the poor quality is they're just not shelf stable. They're very sensitive to heat. I worked at a health food store years ago, and one of my main jobs was to get the supplements out of the delivery trucks and bring them in and stock them on the shelves of the nutrition store. And what was interesting is we would get in the probiotics that had to be in the refrigerator. And I can't tell you how many times thermostat on that truck was broke and the boxes were hot. And so we had to send those back, but not everybody does. And so you have to really watch that. I do recommend picking out a probiotic. It does not have to be refrigerated. Not that those are not good, but to try and guarantee that we're going to have a good population count and it has not been destroyed by the heat. And then it can just be the wrong type for you. So you really need to know, especially if you have some unique conditions, different autoimmune problems, things like overgrowth in the small intestine. You can actually be taking the wrong probiotic. You might have the wrong specific strain in there. It can make things worse. And so what are we looking for when we want to buy and get a healthy probiotic? So we're looking for something that has at least 3+ strains so we can get that diversity and get a good healthy microbiome. And look for these words right here: spore-based probiotic. You'll be able to read that on the back of the label. The spore-based probiotics are going to survive the stomach acid and get into our gut. And we're going to seed that gut and get that microbiome back. And so this is one of my top recommendations, is a spore-based probiotic. And then we want to make sure that it's shelf stable. Here in my functional medicine practice, all the probiotics that I use are shelf stable. None of these are going to be found in the refrigerator because I want to make sure that count is there and what I'm giving to my patients is actually in the capsule. And then 3 signs that your probiotic works. And this will really help you understand if it's time to move on or just get a different probiotic or have a different strategy. But number 1 is we should see an improvement of the immunity and the immune system. And so after a couple weeks of taking a probiotic, or if you've been on a probiotic for some time and you've noticed other improvements from it, but it's flu season or there's some type of virus going around, maybe in your family or at the office, you should notice that you either do not get sick or your symptoms and duration is a lot shorter. So strong immune system is a major tell that your probiotic works, because 80%, as we said earlier, of your immune system has to do with this gut ecology. And number 2 is better digestion. I would say many times that I will put a patient on a probiotic, or maybe just you would even go get a probiotic. People are really looking for better digestion. This is one of the number 1 complaints out there. People have trouble digesting their food. A lot of that is poor food choices, but can be majorly linked back to a poor gut ecology and a dysbiosis, a probiotic deficiency. So we should see a reduction in about 2 to 4 weeks of less gas and more regular bowel movements. And this seems to be one of the biggest signs that I've seen when I put patients on these probiotics, is they come back and tell me, hey doc, my bowel movements have never been this good, never been this regular, and they feel like they're having more complete bowel movements, and that is a really good thing. And the number 3 sign that your probiotic works is healthier skin. And so we're talking about clear skin, less acne, no acne, and just that healthy glow that people have when they have healthy skin. When a patient comes into my office and they have any type of skin issue, whether it's some type of an eczema, dermatitis, a rash, acne, I am going to the gut. Because what you see is when that gut gets out of balance, a lot of different things can actually, especially when you're talking about leaky gut syndrome, they can actually show up in the skin, these different toxins. And so when I'm trying to help a patient have healthier skin, we're going to maximize their digestion. We're going to make sure that they don't have any bad bugs in there, bring them through a gut reset, and use a probiotic to reseed and get a good, healthy microbiome. And now red flags that we need to watch out for, really help you a lot, is if you do not see any change in your system 6 to 8 weeks after taking this probiotic. This is a red flag that the probiotic is not working and you need a different one, or you need a different strategy. and more bloating. If you take a probiotic and you just get this really aggressive distension, almost like a pregnancy style bloating, that is a major red flag to stop that probiotic. You could be making things worse. And this could be a red flag indicator for something called SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, where bugs from the colon, which is our fermentation factory, have migrated into the small intestine. This could be after infection. This could be after some type of a digestive virus, intestinal virus that's caused lots of vomiting, even food poisoning, which allows that to migrate in. And the probiotic is actually reacting with the bacteria, and it will not get better. And that could be a really good diagnostic indicator that you might have SIBO. You'll definitely have to get with a functional medicine doctor, practitioner to figure that out. And then just mixed results. Looks like it's working, then it's not. Have maybe better regular bowel movements, but then you have bloating and you just keep going back and forth, is a red flag that you're on the wrong probiotic. And if you are interested in spore-based probiotics, I do have recommendations in the links below. But just remember, your gut is very important. Probiotics can be a very important part of your health program. Just want to make sure we're getting good quality probiotics. Make sure that they're working, they're made right, and just watch out for these red flags. And remember, you can transform your health naturally. I'm Dr. X. See you on the next video.